Good evening, one and all. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to the Tuesday evening edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. We're monitoring here in Hamilton, Ontario, monitoring the VE3 repeater at a frequency of 443.075. Our net controller tonight will be our very own VE3IMW, and that's Bill out of Dundas. We're just standing by for the clock to tick over till 7 p.m. Please stand by.
Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt, Bill in Dundas, and I'll be your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, which meets 5 times weekly on this repeater. We have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at 7 p.m. And we have also Thursdays at 7 p.m. on a simplex frequency of 446.125. Now stand by for any priority or one and done check-ins. Quick check-ins come now.
603 Bravo Mike Oscar.
VA3IMW V3IMW. Good evening, Pierre.
Good evening, Bill. Just a quick check-in there for you. Worked all day, did a 5-part row, just got home, ate dinner, and now I'm just listening along. Back to you.
Very good. Yeah, I noticed it's raining out too. How did you make out?
Fantastic.
Good. I like that. That's fantastic with at least 4 A's. That means it must have been a good outing.
Yes, sir. It's alright. Got her done real quick and got out of there. But I made it for the net.
All right. Sounds good, Pierre. Thanks a lot for checking in.
You're welcome, Bill.
Right. Anyone else? We'll stand by for regular check-ins from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now. VE3LBI. VE3LBI. Good evening, Larry.
Good evening, Bill. Everybody on net there so far. Busy day. As a matter of fact, a little poof right now. We had a few things we had to get done this afternoon, so just kind of sitting back and relaxed.
Okay, Larry. Well, thanks a lot for checking in. It was kind of a cool day here, raining off and on. It's raining right now, about 17 degrees here, so hopefully warmer temperatures are on their way.
Looks like we had quite a bit of rain coming up from the south. I looked at it a little earlier, so I'm not sure how long, but looks like it probably overnight. So, yeah, pretty heavy coming in. Fortunately, I don't think Lake Ontario is going to save us this time. I think we need the rain anyway, so it wouldn't hurt the plants and the grass.
No, we're not in the Goldilocks. We're not in the Goldilocks zone this time. We're going to get it. Anyway, that's fine. I'm in for the evening and just anchored down in the computer room, radio room here. Anyway, Larry, thanks a lot and have a good evening.
Hey, thanks, Bill. Thanks for doing it. The E3LBI clerk.
All right. Anyone else for Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3NCA, V3IUK. Good evening, Wade.
VE3IUK, VA3NCA. Yeah, good evening, Bill. Good evening, everybody on net. Just thought I'd get down here for a RF check-in. Say hi to everybody. It was a work from work day, but well, I guess it was work from home day. Anyways, it was a work day, but also took a bit of time to let's see how did this work out. Was it yesterday? The washer broke down, and so last night I took it apart and found out what was wrong. Ordered the parts on Amazon, and they showed up today. So I took the afternoon as some time off and got that all back together. All just in time for the stove to stop heating up as going well. Back to you there, Bill.
Yeah, it sounds like you're subject to that old nemesis called Murphy's Law.
Yeah, it's what is it, going threes? I don't know. That's what they say anyway. So I don't know what's next. Although there were two issues with the washer. The washer used to have a slow drip, which I was pretty sure was the drain pump on it. It's not really a full pump. It actually just sits on the motor, but it's this plastic thing that tends to leak. So I kind of knew about that while I had it apart. With the other problem, I just got a replacement one of them too. So the real problem is it stopped spinning. So there's a motor coupler there that is made of plastic so that it breaks instead of the direct drive. And it had broke. So since I had it apart for that, and since I knew it had been dripping slowly for a while, I just did them both. So maybe I'll count those as the two problems, and the stove is the third, and hopefully it will be good for a while.
Let's hope so, but at least you have the adept enough to be able to fix that stuff without having service guys come in, because that can get costly. So good for you.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. There's certain things I can do, and then at some point I gotta call in somebody. But I have fairly decent luck between YouTube University and just trying to figure it out. So the biggest thing is making sure all the parts go back in and you don't have any leftovers when you're done. And so far so good.
I like putting something together from IKEA and having leftover parts. Anyway, Wade, thanks a lot for checking in. Always appreciate it. And you're right, let's hope things only come in threes for you.
Yeah, should be. Anyways, I had plans tonight to get the grass cut again, but it's raining. I'm not going to go out on that, so maybe I'll have to wait a couple days now until it subsides a bit. But anyways, I'll let you see if there's anybody else standing behind me, and thanks for running this one again there, Bill. VA3IMW, back to you.
Yep, and I see that. Wade, thanks a lot for checking in, and I see that Guy has checked in on YouTube. Hello, Guy, and glad you can join us. And we're always happy to hear from you. Just a little thing before I move on, I like to always talk about this day in tech history. So this day in tech history, Turbo C 1.0 was released. So for all you programmers out there, I have programmed in C and assembler both, but we've come a long way, because that was all done outside Windows, no visual stuff, just structured stuff. So we've come a long way. Anyway, with that, let's stand by and see if there are any other check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
All right, we got two more fellows in there. We got Mac, and then we got Chuck. Let's start with Mac. Good evening, Mac. How are you?
I'm doing very well. It's Tuesday. We're, 40% through the week, headed towards a long weekend, and that's doubly good. Other than that, a little sprinkle of rain on the way home. And I like the way this rain is, a nice gentle pitter-patter instead of deluge. That's the spring type storms that I'm used to, and I think that's what's going to do the grass and all the rest of the blooming flowers a good turn. And then everything's going to be nice and soft for turning on the weekend, and perhaps I can get my tomato plants in the ground. That's what I look forward to every year. And then along about early August, hopefully the early providers will start to bear fruit, and I can actually taste tomatoes that taste like tomatoes instead of those things you buy at the store that are just full of water. Anyways, don't let Chuck get away with throwing a plug in for his net. I'm just a quick reminder. Anyways, I see a little activity there with discussing different computer programs. Turbo Pascal. Let's see, that's a cool one as well. Do they have a Turbo Abacus? I wonder about that. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, Bill, and I'll throw it back to you. I'm here for the duration. Oh, yes, I forgot to mention. Yes, we are streaming on YouTube. Just look up my call sign, VA3IMW. Scroll down to the live button and give it a click. That's where we're at. And I'll throw it back to you now.
Okay, as far as Pascal goes, I never programmed in that. I programmed in C. I programmed in Assembler, COBOL, Visual Basic. That's about it. Oh, and some DBase. So structured and OOP as well. So did a little object oriented as well. But never Pascal. As I recollect, that's more for scientific purposes. Along with what's the other one for scientific purposes? I believe Fortran. Anyway, glad that you're going to get your tomato plants. And I agree with you. The things you buy in the store are just full of water, and when you set them on the counter, they don't rot. They just dehydrate. So all the stuff in the store is made to look good. It's all nice and symmetrical, but not much flavor in it.
Yes, sirree. And if I could grow them all year round, I certainly would. And not too sure about the pollinating process and all the rest of that. But anyways, the good old-fashioned outdoor tomato plants in the garden. Got a couple of 36-inch square raised gardens, and that's what I look forward to. This year I'm going to put basil, oregano, and rosemary in amongst it. They say mixing herbs with some of your vegetable plants kind of deters the infiltration of other creatures. So you kind of mix and match to keep everything happy. And yeah, looking forward to it.
And Roger on that. Yeah, I've heard that as well. And because the marigolds, contrary to popular belief, I don't think they work as well as people like to say they do. But did I say marigold or Gary Mold? I meant marigold. But anyway, good for you, Mac. And yeah, you can get nice yield for yourself for tomatoes. That's good. And enjoy that first toasted tomato sandwich. All right, let's move on down and we'll pick up Chuck, who can give a plug for the longest running simplex net in this area. I wonder what the longest running simplex net anywhere is. That would be an interesting one to find out. Good evening, Chuck. How are you doing?
Hey, good evening there, Bill, and all on net. Yeah, that's a good question. I think I did look it up in the past, but I forget now. I just know that we're heading into just under 32 years, I think in September. So somewhere around mid-September, I think, or the beginning. I don't know. I have to check. But yeah, coming up on 32 years. That's quite a long time. And like Mac alluded to, I think I'll just get this out of the way now. And that's the fact that I will be hosting the longest running simplex net in the Hamilton Dundas area, because the net did start in Dundas, Ontario, by John, VE3JSU, way back when. And so that'll be Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on 146.430 simplex. And I, too, will be live streaming the net on YouTube. And, of course, we encourage the use of relays, as there are stations that I may not be able to hear, or others may not be able to hear, so we encourage the use of relays. Let me drop real quick here. And secondly, I'd like to answer a question that he asked me. He asked me on Facebook, but I just opened it up now, so I haven't had a chance. He's wondering if, a newbie that's not too sure how to operate a repeater, can a local damage a repeater? And the answer is kind of a technically yes, but more than likely no. All repeaters, just like radios, have a built-in timeout timer so that you can't key down for hours on end and heat up the repeater and blow it up or cook something inside. And so usually repeaters have a timeout timer, usually around 3 minutes. And so, Guy, don't worry, you can't damage the repeater just by you keying up. They say if you keep keying it on and off, I don't know how much damage that would do, but I haven't heard any repeaters shutting down because of that. So I hope that answers your question, Guy. And if you have any more, by all means. I hope I answered that satisfactorily. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for that, Chuck, and good for Guy for asking questions. That's what we're here for, to give hopefully good definitive answers. And if I'm not mistaken, is tomorrow night not bee trivia?
Oh yes, got a lot of goodies in store for tomorrow, and one of them will be some trivia on bees and some facts that some people might not know and maybe find interesting. So of course there'll be other stuff as well, and yeah, I look forward to everyone joining me and chit-chatting for 2 hours between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m.
Well, that's wonderful, Chuck. Good for you. We appreciate the work that you do to culminate all that information and bring it together for us. And it's a good way for those who are working to break up their work week. And I always look forward to listening to it. They can always learn something from listening to Chuck's Simplex Net tomorrow night at 8 a.m. And what is the frequency, Chuck, just in case there's somebody new listening?
Yeah, first correction, it would be 8 p.m., not 8 a.m. I'll be pretty groggy at that time. And the frequency, once again, is 146.430. 146.430 megahertz.
Yep, good for you. Yeah, I don't think it will work out too well at 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, Chuck, thanks a lot. Anything else before I move on?
No, just a quiet day for me, Bill, doing a bit of this and that inside the house. And, yeah, pretty easy day today. Conditions weren't that great. I can't hear. There's a lot of noise on the bands, but hopefully after the net, things will pick up as the sun goes down. Thanks again, Bill. VA3 CJZ.
Okay, yep, thanks, Chuck. And yeah, let's hope band conditions continue. I think they're slowly improving, so let's hope that we see a significant improvement in that solar flux number and get out there and catch some good skip. But anyways, Chuck, thanks a lot for checking in. Let's move along and see if there's anyone else that would like to check into the Lake Ontario net. Come now.
Check me in, Bill. VA3IMW.
VA3NFL, VA3IUK, good evening. How you doing, Al?
Doing good. There's your on the bee thing. Well, I would sit out the front porch of my house. This queen bee or whatever, it had like a little tunnel beside me. She'd come out and I'd kind of swat her away because I don't want to kill them. We need them, but the little yellow ones, Mama Bee's kids, I guess. Don't kill them either. We need them.
And you keep hearing reports about the bee population being on the decline. With all them dandelions out there right now, we need the bees to be feeding on them. Anyways, Al, thanks for checking in, and I'm sure we're going to learn some good trivia tomorrow night about bees. Maybe, well, I'll probably learn something we don't realize.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, the bees, I haven't seen any this year.
mountain Daniel has. I haven't seen one yet. I think I ran into some at the trail on Saturday when I was over at the park there. But I guess when it gets too chilly, they stay in the hive. I don't think they do much above 52 degrees. So hopefully the weather gets warmer and they'll get busy.
Yeah, here you there. All right, turn back to that. Okay, Bell.
Okay, thanks all. Have a good evening. And let's see if there's anyone else who'd like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club. Come now.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Delta Tango.
V3KDT, V3IUK. Good evening, Noel. How are you?
Good evening. And well, hi to everyone else on that as well. Yeah, doing pretty good. Just kind of a miserable day, but just wanted to say, I guess it was probably a good thing we didn't try to get together there on the weekend. My little trying to get help my buddy with his front yard there turned into going and helping his sister whose car broke down on the side of the road. So it just turned into a cluster for the whole weekend there. So, but I don't know. I don't know how you ended up making out that day.
Well, it was a struggle to activate the park, and I had some technical difficulties that I still need to work out. But no, it was a struggle to get 10 contacts, so it was just as well. But made it. Thanks to Chris, he came over and we got it done. But yeah, it was pretty rough.
That's unfortunate. I hope it's better conditions soon. I do have to comment on Chuck there. The irony is killing me that he got through the full explanation of repeater dropout without actually demonstrating a repeater dropout. So bravo and congratulations on that too.
Murphy's Law seemed to leave him alone.
Oh, that's fun. I joke. It was quite entertaining. But no, other than that, the only other thing was for your programming, a little bit of basic, spent most of my time with C, and then after that it was all just kind of the scripting languages, just like bash scripts and stuff like that, mostly server maintenance and everything else. A lot of Perl though, had some fun with that.
Oh, never done any Perl, but I can tell you one thing, that I've done a lot of scripting languages for different things. One interesting thing, the Telzon units that were around in the 90s that took the inventory in the store, they used a modified form of COBOL called T-COBOL, the Telzon units that you scanned for inventory levels. So I've worked with that. So mostly I've done structured. I've done some object oriented, because also back in the when Windows was not an operating system on its own, sometimes we'd have to write some pretty intricate batch files.
Yeah, same actually. I only near the end did I actually get into like the visual or the object-oriented versions of it. Most of my stuff was just all command line. And actually, yeah, you'd probably like Perl. It's kind of a love child of all of them. Has the commands and syntax like C. It runs line by line like BASIC, and is mostly just for running scripts. So I loved it.
Yep. I remember doing this just before I move on. One of the things that I did was I did some assembler programming. I had to write a program called Mastermind, where you chose 3 numbers, and my gosh, with assembler you have to document every line. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and glad you were able to help your friend, and there'll be other times where we'll be able to get out.
Thanks. Yeah, looking forward to it. I'll pass back to Heather.
Okay, take care, and thanks for checking in, Noel. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club? Come now.
VA3NFG.
VA3NFG, V3IUK. Good evening, Steve. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay there, Bill. Talking walking off the Quan Chang here at work. Just out on my 15-minute break. Far east end of Hamilton Mountain here. Am I making it into the repeater okay?
Yep, there's a little bit of bacon frying. I can tell that you're moving around there a bit, but yeah, you're doing fine.
Okay, roger that. I just bumped it up to high power. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but another bean for the pot, as they say, Bill.
That does make a difference. You're for quieting, and thanks a lot for checking in.
Yep, not a problem. I try to time my breaks around the net time, so kind of works out. Okay, very good, Bill. Thanks for doing it, and we'll be around. VA3IMW.
VA3IMW, VA3IUK. Good enough, Steve. Thanks a lot for checking in, and we appreciate you taking the time out of your work schedule to check in. Stand by to see if anyone else would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now. VA3, Foxtrot, Bravo, Charlie. VA3, Foxtrot, Bravo, Charlie. VA3IUK, good evening, Sam. How are you?
Good, brother. How's things on that? How's everybody else doing tonight? Rainy, but hey, make like a plant. Say thank you, weather, because that's when they get the drink is when it rains.
Yeah, we won't begrudge having the rain because we need it. Make the ground nice and fallow and good for planting. So thanks a lot for checking in with us, Sam.
Thank you very much. VA3, Foxtrot, Bravo, Charlie.
Take care. Have a good evening. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now. Seems it could be a short net tonight. While stand by for any last call check-ins, any recheck comments before I close the net. V3IUK standing by. Nothing heard. I'd like to thank Terry V3IQL for the use of the repeater. Very much appreciated. Most of all, to all those folks that checked in. You guys make the net. I just take down the call sign. So with that, I'll bid everybody a good evening, and also thanks to those who checked in on YouTube, especially to Guy there. And it's good to be inquisitive, Guy. Nothing wrong with that. And like I always say to people, if I don't have the answer, I'll find it for you. So this is Bill, V3IUK in Dundas, bidding you all 7-3 and turning this repeater back to normal amateur use. Good evening.
There we go. That brings the net to a close. Thank you all for joining on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back here on Thursday evening at 7 p.m., but on a different frequency, 446.0. Sorry, 446.125. That'll be the Simplex Thursday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Until then, 7 3s. That's how we say goodbye.